Yeah, we're kind of in a fluid motion here. And Marshall, I think we're on and I want to kind of set everybody up with where we are. There's a march this afternoon through Elizabeth City. The viewing of Andrew Brown Jr. is this afternoon ahead of his memorial service tomorrow. We are at the home of Andrew Brown. There's a memorial here, a mural that has been put up here. This is where the family has gathered here this afternoon, and I want to bring in two of the lawyers representing here the family. For everybody, if you could both introduce yourself here before I ask you guys what this afternoon and what we should expect in the days ahead.
My name is Wayne Kendall. I'm one of the attorneys representing Andrew Brown. We're here today to commemorate his memory in this march, to call for justice for Andrew Brown and for all other victims of police misconduct.
I think as folks here have been watching nationally at this case, you guys and family have been able to watch about 20 seconds of body cam footage, but are awaiting the full release of all the body cam footage by the end of the week. What do you guys expect to see from that footage, and what will that lead to ultimately? Because it's a district attorney who you're waiting for in order to press charges against the deputies. What are you guys waiting for this week?
Well, the judge ordered that the release of the video to the family, disclosed, not released, but disclosed to the family within 10 days. That was Wednesday. We expect that to happen sometime this week. As it relates to what we expect for the district attorney, if it's a unlawful, unjustified killing, that we expect it to be based on witnesses and physical evidence, then we expect him to do his due diligence and do his job as a district attorney, press charges, and prosecute, as anybody else should be prosecuted.
To what extent does it concern you that the district attorney has already made public statements suggesting that Andrew Brown hit deputies before the shots were fired? He's the individual who will be deciding whether to prosecute those very deputies.
It's very concerning considering that the district attorney whole purpose of not releasing tape is for a fair jury and don't taint the potential jurors so they get a fair trial. And at the same time, he making comments that's not put in context. He only said the vehicle made contact. He never said the vehicle was made as a weapon. I'll assure you, if the vehicle was designed for a weapon before the officer shot, we would have seen it already. That's consistent with what happened in this country. If the officers are justified, the video will be seen. But it is very concerning as the chief public official prosecutor in this county to make comments but not placing their context.
And as I have Marshall pan over here to where this march is continuing, I want to follow up here. You guys have both been at this a long time, and I can't take away the fact that we are standing where on April 21st, Andrew Brown lost his life. And there's been a national reckoning when it comes to race and when it comes to the role that law enforcement plays over the last year. To watch this in these streets here this afternoon, community members come here. What does this moment mean for this community, but also this country here?
Well, I think you're right. We're standing on sacred ground. We're standing on a plot of land where, by all indication, Andrew Brown was attempting to evade an assassination when he was shot dead in the back of the head. It is also concerning, to get back to your initial question, this district attorney, who is also running for judge currently, should be replaced. There should be an independent prosecutor brought in to handle this case and to take the politics out of it, to make sure that there's an independent, objective investigation as to what happened on this very plot of land that we're standing on right now, so that the family and all of America can know that police are accountable for their actions.
And to that point there, and I've got to send it back here to Yasmin, to that point, the governor has called on the district attorney to call on a special prosecutor, because until the district attorney does that, it is in the hands of him, even if the state offers their help in calling on a special prosecutor.
I think the gravity when the chief executive officer of the state is calling for an individual prosecutor and you have a local district attorney at a judicial circuit not doing that, that's very telling. If the governor is calling the Attorney General, Josh Steins, it's time for a special prosecutor. This is the exact case why a special prosecutor should be involved, because the district attorney is at the hip to the people who committed this act. Those are his prosecuting officers, and a special attorney should be brought in.
Bless the family that you guys are working on behalf of. Yasmin, again, this is the site where Andrew Brown Jr. was killed about a week and a half ago. This is his home. The mural still stands, and as you can see down the road, the march continues here down the streets
don't let
of Elizabeth City, North Carolina.
Vaughn, don't let those... Hey, Vaughn, quickly, if you can keep those attorneys with you, I actually have one more question for them, seeing that the killing of Andrew Brown Jr. happened on the heels of the Chauvin verdict. How that's actually changed the conversation in the city of Elizabeth City, North Carolina.
Yeah, Yasmin's question here is, after the verdict, the guilty verdict of Derek Chauvin in the Minneapolis trial, how has that impacted you guys and your effort in this case?
Well, that's one verdict. It's a lot of non-indictments. You look at Eric Gardner, you look at Michael Brown. One is not enough. We need accountability across the board. I think you get it confused that it's great that Chauvin was convicted, but it's a lot of people was not even indicted. The officer had an opportunity to taint the grand jury. So the fight continues. That's one. That's great. But we want transparency, justice. If you kill people, no matter you have a bad shield or star, you should be held accountable for your actions, and reform need to be taking place. The George Floyd Act need to be passed. Now I'm going to get back to this family. Okay, guys?
Thank you. Yasmin?
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.